going to look at you for like...
Oh my God, I felt so bad. I'm like, but we made it. We made it. We're here, Tracy.
We are totally good.
So excited.
So, to everybody in the audience, please stay muted. The main reason we're doing this morning is, I want you here. It's great, but I want to get a good, clean recording with Kelly, so she can have it. Are you streaming live too, Kelly?
We're streaming live. Yep.
Good job. I'm excited.
So make sure you announce yourself and everything. They can hear everything.
Oh, I will. So what we'll do is everyone on my side and that's logged in, stay muted. That's all good. I'm going to start our recording here, and then the way this works too, Kelly, just so you know, it toggles back and forth between whoever's talking. Okay. So that way they'll get a view of like you or me kind of on the screen as it's recorded or whatever. And
awesome.
Yeah, we'll just play with it and see what happens. But you know what? Worst case, it's just okay, and we still use it because that's what we do. I love it.
I love it. I'm stoked.
Okay, this is good. Okay, so let me hit our recording. Let me get this going. And here we are.
Yay!
We are live! This is so exciting! So this is Tracy Paplow, Pure Romance, and I am here today to, well, do what I always do, which is bring you some more information, add some value to your life, and absolutely share with you something amazing. So I have a special guest. This is somebody who's she's kind of quiet. She blends in with the crowd. She's just kind of this average gal. What? Are you kidding me? She's a freaking rock star recruiter. She is a record breaker. She's absolutely gorgeous. And when we flip over to here, you're going to be like, oh, yeah, she doesn't blend in with the crowd. So I want to welcome to you Executive Director of Pure Romance, Ellis Neal. Hello, darling.
Hello, everybody. So excited to be here. Honored to be here today with you guys.
This is thrilling. And I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart, Kelly. I want to just tell you I am so grateful that you have taken the time to share with us. And I know you're streaming live, and I know your groups and your fans and your team and everybody's going to get a piece of this because this is how we rock and roll and to collaborate together. The reason that we're here is I had a little phone call with Kelly last week, and she was dynamic. She was inspirational. And as I listened to her, I wanted to be able to share this, especially with my team, because I found a story in this that really, at the end of the day, anybody can do what Kelly's done. Kelly, you are special. You are amazing, but you're very real, and you're somebody that we can relate to, follow who and what you are and what you do, and achieve some amazing greatness. So I want you to start off with just telling us a little bit about your Pure Romance background, your life, who you are before 2015.
Okay, perfect. Well, back in, before my previous life, I call it, my not real life, because this is now real life. I was a woman-owned landscaper and CDL truck driver. Did that for 16 years. I worked on construction site, Maryland State Highway, during that duration. And I became a mom in 2008, and I was married at the time, and I had, a great life. I had a great life going on. I'm not going to lie. I had a fantastic life. I thought I was meant to be a landscaper the rest of my life. And I had an accident in 2010, and it was a life-changing accident. At first I thought it was the worst day of my life. And now looking back, it was the best day of my life. It was the best thing that ever could have happened to me. It was, 18 months of hardship and turned into almost 3 years of hardship. And what I do know is that when one door closes, the other one opens. And before oops, can you still hear me, guys?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I apologize. My connection went out. Before Pure Romance entered into my life, I've always been a really happy person. I've always felt blessed. I've always felt like I had a purpose, but Pure Romance changed everything for me. I was at my bottom when the company came into my life. I feel like at my bottom, which was probably not even close to anybody's other bottom, but for me, I was drowning in debt. I was physically not myself. I had gained, 78 pounds. I was hurting. I was the boo-hoo, poor me kind of thing. And I woke up one day and said, I'm over it. I'm over it. Like, I'm sick of being sick. I'm sick of feeling this way. I'm sick of not doing what I love. And I had tried so many other things during the time from when I stopped landscaping. Like I said, I was CDL truck driver. I was in the medical field for a hot second. I got my phlebotomy license. I did anything and everything except for this industry. I was in the industry, but I was doing it for fun. I didn't think I could make any money in this industry. I was really worried about what everybody thought. I thought everybody was going to judge me. And I've now obviously changed my tune. Opinions do not pay my bills. Enthusiasm does. And when Pure Romance came into my life, it was a transition. I know that you also have gone through, and the team has gone through a transition. I came over as a transfer from Slumber Parties. And I have to tell you that transition was a turning point where I knew something had to change. And I knew that Pure Romance gave us the most incredible tools to use to skyrocket the business into any which way you wanted to go. You can either choose to give up or take it all the way. And I decided to go full throttle. Absolutely full tilt, full throttle. I mean, when I say full throttle, like the second I decided to do this, my mind was changed. I put every egg. I stopped doing everything. I stopped the madness. I stopped the craziness. I stopped robbing Peter to pay Paul. At that point, my social security number was seized. I was literally like, there was nothing I can do. I was facing bankruptcy, foreclosure. It was there. It was in my face. And I said, only one person can do this. And I knew I had to step up. My husband had been doing everything he could. He's a fantastic man, but I just knew I had to do it. And when I made that decision, there was no turning back.
And Kelly, I want to talk about that for a second, because not only is that phenomenal, but how many people are faced with a similar situation to whatever level or degree, right?
Absolutely.
And they wake up one day and they go, dang it, I'm doing it. But then they don't.
Yep.
They stop.
That's right.
What made you do it long enough, i.e. 30 to 60 days, that all of a sudden it was your habit and there wasn't even a thought of turning back? What got you out of bed on those mornings? What pushed you when you easily could have not done it because it was so new to you? Because I think that's what girls struggle with.
Well, I think what got me out of bed was fear. And I know that people say fear is false evidence appearing real. And I think that fear at that point felt very real to me. I was fearful of the loss of everything that I worked so hard for, my family had worked hard for. And fear actually drove me for the first probably 60 days. It was like it was like an adrenaline rush. But then I realized that I had nothing to fear because I could do it. I could do this. So the initial reaction, I think fear drove me but I knew that if I could do this in like 60, 90 days and just turnkey it and use everything. And, I had been with Slumber Parties, so I had been to the trainings. I had done everything. I just hadn't put that into action. I had been listening for years and years, like going in one ear and out the other. I went for the party, or I went for the fun or the social. I just didn't absorb what they were telling me. And I tried to take all the tools. I called 100 women. I booked 14 parties in 30 days. My second month was 15 parties. Those are the two largest party months I have ever done in my career. Back to back, I did $44,000 in 8 weeks. From that, I followed through, and I continually tried to book around 10 to 12 every month after that. A couple months didn't work out, that happens to all of us. And I try to keep it as steady as possible. And the first 2014, January 17th, for the duration of the year, I just tried to book parties and get myself out there and get exposure. I was trickling, and I felt like I was recruiting, but I wasn't recruiting the way I recruit now. I was just trying to, get to the next level, and I was trying to make things happen, and the recruiting was slow to the go for me in the beginning, and it had been in the past. I only recruited my friends, my family, and like random people that were like, right. I'd like to do this. And I'm like, you do? You want to do this? Like, it was random at first. It wasn't, I didn't have a plan, and I didn't know a system to use. So that kind of changed for me the following year in 2015.
All right. So did you say 44,000 in sales in 8 weeks?
I did.
Could you just say that one more time? Because that's pretty phenomenal.
Yep, I did $44,000. Right. That's right. In 8 weeks. In 8 weeks' time. And I also within 12 weeks decided I was going to create this van. I knew I had to have something like to work smarter, not harder. I knew that I wanted to carry inventory. I wanted instant gratification. I didn't want people to wait. I wanted everybody to know exactly who I was. And I didn't want them to feel like I didn't have the products that night. So in that $44,000, every $1,000 we do, we get free product. And I took every ounce of the free product to stock my van. And I also have a video on my YouTube channel explaining all that. So in full detail. So I did not ever use my own money. I didn't have money. I didn't have a credit card. My Social Security was done. My credit cards were cut up almost a year and a half earlier. I was literally living off of the cash and, the income that I started at that moment. Yeah.
But when you think about that, and so that's one huge, it's more than an aha, it's a reality, because somebody can pick up the phone, call 100 women,
yep,
book 14 parties,
yep,
sell 44,000 in 8 weeks, take that money smart, take the free product to give back. I mean, Pure Romance gives us an incredible amount back in our pocket, an opportunity to build and to grow. You just need to step over that one hump, okay?
That's it.
And do one more thing. And in a short time. Yeah. Hello, in 2 months, you are rocking and rolling and going on to just making the money to pay those bills and to get that going. But then you turned again the next year with recruiting. So talk to us about that.
Well, I went to our national training in the fall, and something that Chris Ciccinelli, our Pink Collar CEO, said to everybody was, make sure you master the basics before you go any farther. So I always kind of was holding myself back just a hot second, and I regret that a little bit, but then I also learned from it, and I feel like that's how I am able to help other people and help them on this journey, because I was trying to just master partying and booking parties and repeating that over and over again. And I was missing the recruiting, mastering the recruiting. And Heather Pillow, I did back in the day, we did a role play. And it wasn't her, it was somebody else. I was brand new. I didn't know anything. And it was how to recruit in the ordering room. And I thought I was like a rock star. I thought like I knew I could do it. And I did this whole role play. It was like 20 minutes later with this one girl. And I was like, Heather, how did I do? And she was like, you need to shut up. Like, you talk too much. And I was like taken back. I was like, oh my gosh, I thought I was doing such a great job. But I was really just vomiting Pure Romance on somebody. I wasn't really offering the opportunity. I was telling them the opportunity. And there was no interaction. And I realized early on that I talked a lot, but I didn't know how to overcome that in recruiting and in the ordering room. So in 2015, I decided to make up 3 questions, and I actually have them. I'll show you guys. Hold on. I'll turn this. I have them written on my chalkboard in my van. I still to this day keep myself accountable for this, because I think it's really important to, like, you can always get kind of like crazy and in the ordering room, and you feel like you're lost, or like, you go on a tangent. So the ordering room was an important place for me to focus and regroup and make sure that everybody got the same opportunity. So my first question is, would you like to book a show? Yes or no? Would you like to do what I do? Yes or no? And then if I can get you $500 in products for $250, that's $250 free. Would you be interested? Yes or no? I've changed it a couple times during the kit sales. I update it. But I do that in the first 60 seconds of my ordering room, and people are like, oh my God, that's so impersonal, but it really isn't. What it does is it pulls that salesy Band-Aid off, and then I can take the rest of the time, whichever amount it needs, and really have time with my client and get to know them. Instead of the, weighing on you, oh my God, I got to ask this person to book a party still. Now she's not going to want to be my friend, or now she's not going to want to book a party because we've gone this long not talking about booking a party. So I decided to peel the Band-Aid off and then kind of put it in their hands. Like, what can I get you tonight? Is there any questions you need? And I never, ever go back to offering the opportunity until after all my ordering is done. And I really think it takes the pressure off. I ask the question in the beginning, but even if they say yes, I don't stop right there and sign them up. I go through the full order process with them to know that I sincerely care and want to know what they're getting tonight. Do you have any questions? I don't get that excitement like, oh, I'm going to sign you up right now and freak them out. I take a step back. I assess the situation. I assess the budget that they want to be in. Just because they want to join, they might only be able to afford a body do, and you have to work with that, and you need to know that before you go to the next step with them.
So Kelly, I'm going to just reiterate something that I'm just hearing from you that is so strong. It's not about you, it's about them.
Absolutely.
You are gathering some quick information, and you do it in a systematic manner, which is totally duplicable, my favorite word. Yep. Duplicatable is my better word, but it's not a real one. And you have your chalkboard, you say it every single time. You do it with confidence, you do it with consistency, then you listen and you let them. So if I'm sitting across in your van doing my order for my very first time, I'm going to feel really good. I'm not going to feel at all that you are putting anything on me, that you start pounding me with a bunch of questions. Well, why do you want to join? What do you want to do? Oh, you could do this. Oh, this is fun. Blah, blah.
I don't say any of it. Right? I don't say any of it.
And your process obviously works because not only did you try to implement it for a party or two or a month or two, you literally did it, and you're still doing it today, right?
Absolutely. I'll never not do it. I will do it every time because I realize that I miss so many people along the way. And that's me being selfish because I didn't have the confidence to get up and ask somebody and truly, like, I deserve it and they don't. Like, that's so unfair. And it just was an aha moment for me, to share that opportunity with everybody, no matter what, no matter who they are and no matter what their answer is. I wanted to ask everybody.
And I think it's being fair and consistent, and you let them come forward. All right, so I know there's plenty of girls that are numbers girls that are listening here. So why don't you share some of those amazing numbers in terms of, when you started doing this, what you recruited in the beginning, how it consistently worked, and throw in there, too, how many parties you're consistently doing to expose yourself, because I know you're not doing 45 parties a month.
I'm not. I actually, this month currently is my largest party month of the whole entire year that I plan on having. I'm at 12 parties for the month. Like I said, I'll never go over 14 ever again. That was just too much for my family, unless there's something that we really have to shoot for, or we need to purchase something or something like that. There's a goal. I normally do 8 to 12. 10 is my perfect month. I consistently do at least 10,000. I'm at like 14,000 this month. I had some great new parties with the new Spotlight collection. Definitely upped. I had a couple $1,600 parties, which is out of my wheelhouse. I'm normally that $850 to $1,100-ish party. I've never been a heavy partier, but consistently $10,000 a month with those 8 to 10 parties, with that average. And it's always worked out really well for me. And recruiting wise, I recruited 5 people this month. I feel like I'm slow to go. I had an aha moment in 2015. I recruited a lot of people in 2015, obviously.
Yeah.
I broke the corporate global record, which I didn't even know there was a corporate global record. No one ever told me that number. I came in as a transfer. I guess it had been broken the year before we came in. I found that out the day I broke it. And I knew I had recruited a lot of people. I knew I was going to be in the top category, but I actually recruited double what is on corporate record. I did the synthetic stacking of my team. I was in it to make the most money the fastest I could. I saw at another training, I saw the comparison from a director to an executive director, and I was leaving over $5,000 a month on every hostess's floor. And I just said, I can't do this. It was obviously the urgency to pay off that debt, this $117,000 I did in 19 months. It was the urgency, and I knew I had to do it myself. And what happened was my team came along so graciously with me and worked with me, and it ended up becoming like this great fluid team, and it really worked out for not only myself, but my leaders of my team, my new team members. And it was almost like a big and little system in a sorority, and they became tighter. Our team became like a better community of women because of it. And I did that truly to make the most money the fastest, but it really ended up benefiting so many women as well. And I am now teaching my gals how to do that, to try to step up, because I want people to have financial freedom. Like, I want their families to have financial freedom. I don't care whether you're paying off college, or you're a single mom, or you're a family of 6. Like, it's nice to have financial freedom. I'm not saying money is everything, but if you can make money doing what you love at a flexible schedule and have your freedom, it's priceless. It is priceless to have.
It is. Well, I don't know many people that make a lot of money and then stop and go backwards and give it out and give it to somebody else and go, I really don't like to make money. It doesn't work for me. I don't want it.
Right.
I've yet to have anybody on my team in the past 12 years get their bonus check and send it to me because they didn't want it. I offer it all the time. I go, if you're not here for the money, I'll give you my bank account, and you are more than welcome to put it in a nice, safe place. Yet it hasn't happened. So somewhere along the way, that benefit of what the financial freedom offers you as a person, whether it's for your family, your balance, your wardrobe, your van, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter what it is.
Oh, good.
It does, and it gives you confidence. Especially if you're in a household or something where you may be like you may have only been high school educated. You could have your GED and be a millionaire. There's no glass ceiling in pure romance. It doesn't matter where you came from. It doesn't matter what you did before. Like I said last night, it doesn't matter your make, model, size. It doesn't matter, because it's a judgmental free zone where the sky is. You can do anything you want. Whatever you want to create, you can do. It's how bad do you want it? And what are your goals? What is your why? What is pushing you? You can do anything you want in this business. Anything. And you can do it as fast as you want. I don't know any boss that's like, hey, I'll give you $1,000 raise a month for the next 12 months the second you do this. Like, what boss does that? It never happens.
Right.
You get to be your own boss. You create your own destiny. You do live your life by design, not default, in this business. And I've never seen it happen anywhere else. I know there's a lot of other multi-level marketing and network marketing, but what I've seen with my own eyes and the rate of speed women can change their families' lives is incredible. It's awesome.
100% agree. 100%. And I think, too, especially speaking to those of us that have joined newly, transfers, just like you in your world, I feel like I'm living on a different planet. I feel like things have just opened up tremendously in terms of, the box I used to live in. And I don't live much in a box. Believe me, I'm not that girl. I'm on the edge of the box. But listening to you, watching you, seeing others, I just go, why not?
Why not?
Why not?
I mean, what do you have to lose? Like, there's nothing to lose, everything to gain. You're at a place and you're like, I don't know if I can do it. Well, why not try? Like what's the worst that's going to happen? You meet people, you make friends, you make money, you end up getting a downline check. Like, what's the worst that's going to happen? And when you sign somebody up, that is what you should be. When you're sponsoring, you should be like, what do you have to lose?
Exactly.
This is risk-free. This is a risk-free company. I love that. There is no reoccurring credit card charges that come out every month. You are not, it is not being sucked out of your account. It is a free will company. And you pick and choose whether you want to be an active consultant or not. I mean, that's what I pick and choose to be, but it is nice to know that you are not, pinholed into one area. You have the whole spectrum. You can do anything. And, there's a lot of party planning companies that say you have to do X amount per month to get your check. we have obviously standards, and we also have goals that we want to achieve, but that's up to you and your family. What's good for your family? If you want to make $200 a month, then you know what to do. You want to make $24,000 a month, you know what to do. And I love that. And they give you everything that you need in Pure Romance. Everything.
Absolutely, 100% agree, Kelly. And I want you to just, we'll kind of roll here if there's anything else you want to share too, but I want to ask you, so in 2015, you broke the record. How many people did you actually recruit that entire year? And how many did you recruit that month of March? Because I think it was kind of a big number.
Well, in the year itself, it was around 126 people. Okay. And I recruited 22 people in 30 days, which was, listen, that's what it felt like. I was like, It was like taking a shot of adrenaline and just sticking it in your heart and be like, boom! Because it was like instant. You had to be an instant team leader. You had to get your shit together, Kelly. You excuse me for cussing. You had to be on your game. And I have to say, it's easier to recruit 22 people and train them than it is one slow trickle every month. Because you're recreating the wheel. When you bring that influx in, it's like, and they bond. You know what it's like. I know people that came in with you, and you still know them to this day. I mean, I have a circle of probably about, 7 women that were within, 6 months of when I came in, and we've all done this journey together. So when you have a group of 22 women come in together, you're bonded for that time, And I always, they say like, 2 stay out of 20. In the long term, but you have to always constantly bring people in. And when you bring that influx in, your downline check will go from $800 to $4,000. It changes. Wow. It's drastic, and it's fast, and it's amazing. And I highly recommend anybody trying that at home because it's a great experiment to do.
I think it is fantastic. I love it. And Kelly, what is your team name? I don't want to say it incorrectly. I know it has a little bit to do with Marilyn Monroe.
It does. I love Marilyn Monroe. She's my jam. Let me say, she's all over my van. She's like everywhere. Can you see her? And I have a big picture of her over here on my wall. All these were gifts from my team and my clients along the way. I am the hashtag MD Monroes. Marilyn Monroe. So MD standing for the state of Maryland, which is a funny story. I never thought I'd have any recruits anywhere else besides Maryland. I guess it could be like the California Monroes, the Utah Monroes, like it could be anything now.
Right?
Yeah, it's funny. Like, it's so funny how when you start, you think so small, and it's like huge. It's amazing. It's bigger than you'll ever imagine.
Well, I think you have designed a pretty phenomenal life. You've got everything coming in your world. Do you just wake up happy
every day?
All the time?
Every day I wake up happy. Every day. It's so weird. It's like, I remember the days I didn't wake up happy and I woke up sad, and I wish I knew what I know now, because this was coming. This was coming in my life. And it really is a choice to wake up happy. You can wake up and be sad and miserable, or you can be happy and productive. And I truly believe, sickness, health, everything, it's what you want of it. And I know I say excuses don't pay my bills. When I was hurting, the worst is when I tried the hardest. And, I just really think it becomes a mindset that you have to wake up in a good mood. And this is how I do it. I'm gonna tell everybody, this is my trick. I know that somebody lost their mother, father, friend, son, sister, wife today. Somebody in the world did. It wasn't me. I know that people lose their homes today. I know that there's somebody that is on the street today. I know that there's somebody out there that has it 100 times worse than I could ever have it today. And that is how I wake up every day, knowing that I'm going to find that person and I'm going to help them. And that is my goal in life.
That is awesome. There's your mission.
That's
I love it, Kelly. That's so wonderful. So what does 2016 have in store for you and the MD Monroes?
You know what? We're trying really hard. We're still we're a baby growing team. I would love for us to be $1 million team. I think that would just be the cat's meow, dude. Like, you know, I'm so proud of our team. And last year we more than doubled our team sales, and I'm just really hoping we're reaching for the stars. We're doing it as a team. We're pushing it. We're all in it together. We're in it to win it, and we're gonna have a really big party when we hit that $1 million team this year. We're doing it. We're doing it. Nothing's stopping us.
It's all about the party.
It is all about the party at the end.
It's all about the party. Heck yeah, that is awesome. Well, I am so excited and filled with your energy. Thank you for sharing that today. Anything else you want to share with us or your team? I mean, we're going to save this video. It's going out there. You wrap it up, sweetheart.
You know, I just want to say thank you guys so much, because this is how we educate and empower women worldwide, by sharing everything that we know. Don't keep anything in. Everything that you give, you will get back tenfold, friends. You will. And I'm excited. I would love to come out and see you guys in Colorado. I can't wait to see you guys in national training. And just share this opportunity with everybody you know, and just don't hold back and do life different. Pure success, live, love, win, the whole shebang. Whatever you want, whatever you dream, you can do. So I love you guys. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for talking with me today.
Thank you, Kelly. Kelly Ellis Neal. Thank you so much, sweetheart. This is awesome. Yay!
Thank you so much.
All right. Love and success, everybody. Tracy Papel with Pure Romance. We're signing off. Okay, recording is stopped.
Okay. That was awesome. Oh my God, I'm like sweating. Can you guys? What did you guys think out there in Facebook world? Was that good? That was fun. That was super fun.
Awesome.
Can I show Facebook world you? I'm going to bring you over to Facebook world. Hold on, because it's on the other wall. Hold on.
Go for it.
Hold on. Let me bring you guys.
I'll keep talking so it stays on.
Can you guys, hold on, let me see if you can see. Do you guys see Trace on there? Say hi to Facebook world.
Everybody. I don't know if you can see me or not, but hi.
They can see you.
Denver, Colorado coming at you live.
Do you want to give a shout out to anybody? Can you see?
Yep, I can see it. There you go. Oh my God, look at your setup. That is awesome, Kelly. I love it.
I have it hanging. I know.
Technology queens today.
I know. Yeesh. So I know we really did good for starting off slow. The internet up here is crazy. So, and this is my van if you guys want to see it. Did you guys ever get to see it? You got to see it, didn't you?
No, show us a little bit of a tour. I mean, I've seen it some, but give us something personal here. This is
okay,
awesome, babe.
So over here is all like the love enhancement products. They're normally underneath boxes. I actually have lids lined up here, but since I did a show, it's not. So this can be completely closed. Everything that's in behind like curtains down here is anything that is obviously over 18 adult content. I did a 50 Shades Grey show, so I kind of, whatever the show theme is that I'm doing that night, I kind of make my back wall. So I have the frequent flyer, the love swing, you know, a couple of tickle and whips. And then I carry my products. All of my like lotions and potions are all here. So when you look into my van, and I think this is really important for marketing, make sure when you guys make these vans or your trailers that when you look into the van, that's what someone sees is like the mild stuff. Can you see that? Mm-hmm. So, and I think that's really, really important, because then when you go to do like wine festivals and stuff, that's what people see. And then they can purchase from you. So you don't have to worry about like, you know, anything like, you know, being exposed. That's how you can do all the, events at schools and stuff like that. I did trunk or treat at my son's school. I mean, I drive my son every day in this pink van to school. So I make sure that when we did set it up, that it would be very mild. And I kept the wild in a different spot. So it was super classy, sassy. But I mean, this is where the magic happens. I mean, everything, I've got my little this is it. I use this. I've got my pen. I mean, this is, and then I use half sheet order forms. I always like to talk about that, whatever, you know, I like to use half sheet order forms. All my catalogs are over here. And I use black handle bags that I purchase like in bulk. And then I have tissue. I put tissue. I love putting tissue on everything. So I like think it makes it special, you know?
I think that's awesome. Now, okay, so Kelly, because the van thing is new to us. Like, this was, whoa, holy cow. And I know you did yours. You came over and you did that.
Right.
You drive it all over. You drive it to your party. So the shopping experience happens in the van, right?
Yeah, this is my This is my shopping room.
Yep. So then outside of doing parties, do you, like you said, you did it at like a school event or things like that. Do you do a lot of that, or does it just sort of happen? I mean, are you mobile shopping here, or is it mostly related to particular parties and things you're actually like booking versus drive down the street and open up the door?
No, I'm drive down the street, open up the door. I did $2,000 at the Jason Aldean concert when I went, and I paid for everybody's upgrades to like some of the front row seats at that concert. Whenever I bring this van, I'm open for business. And I have literally been pulling up to the public library and had a wife made her husband turn around and say, "Wait, it's Kelly," and came back and got her between the sheets. Like, she was like, "I'm out of it." Like, and I had it right there. I mean, literally, I was like, "Okay, hold on, let me get it for you." And I just square it, ring it up right there and put it in a bag and say, "Hey, do you need a new catalog?" And yeah, and then I always do like, "Would you like to book a show? Yes or no?" I mean, I don't care. Like, I'll be at Chick-fil-A standing next to somebody and be like, "Would you like to book a show?" You know, and it's funny, but I always make it fun. And I do it at random places. It's not just for parties. I have it set up. I could go outside of a bar when it's, you know, like in the evening and, you know, have it open if I want to. I could be anywhere. It's like having a mobile boutique. It's like being the food truck lady. You know what I mean? And pulling up to the job site. And I have to tell you, I know that sounds funny, but I was a landscaper. Do you know any food truck ladies that pulled up to my job site and fed all my men and my crew and the gals that are with me? Like this is just a reflection of my previous life. And that's where I got the idea. I mean, obviously I have my CDL, so I can drive something larger. This does not require a CDL. Anybody can drive this. But before I did this, I drove a mobile health unit. And, you know, it was like a doctor's office in the back. And I was the one that set it up, you know, put the jacks down, and that's what it is. I mean, it's just, I mean, I don't know if that's boring, but like, it's funny what you take from your past life experience, you know, throughout your life, and just, you can change it into this, you know what I mean? Like, you can change it and make it real.
So I'm sitting here watching you, and you know, my favorite thing about your band is that you have a cool place to do a video. This is what I'm thinking. I'm going to do a band whether I drove it around. I'm just doing it so I have a cool office. Like,
that's what I decided to do. And I do have an office in the house as well. It literally it's just my paperwork. And then I have a distribution center in my basement. Where I can do packaging, and my husband did like a shelf, a big counter space, so I can do like my packages at Christmas and all my baskets, back orders. It's great for flash sales to have that area downstairs, but 95% of everything, my UPS man like has my code and puts my boxes in here, and then I put it on the shelf. It's like easy. I like to keep it simple. I want it simple and easy. Why recreate the wheel?
Well, no, absolutely not. No, I think it's absolutely phenomenal. And it's, you know what, too, I mean, Kelly, when you decide to do this, investing in the van, designing it, putting all that in there, that's a pretty serious step. That's the one that makes you get up the next morning and go, "I'm not sure what I'm doing today. Maybe I'll just go drive my van around and see what happens."
Yeah.
Because that's solid. I think that oftentimes girls don't want to take that step and invest because there's the fear. There's the piece that goes, "Oh, great, now I'm committed. I showed up." Well, yeah, but commitment works.
It does. It keeps you accountable. It keeps you accountable. It keeps me accountable. Like, I feel guilty if this van sits in my driveway and doesn't make it down the road during the day. That's why no matter what, like, even if the only place I'm going today is to my son's school, I'm bringing it. And it's so funny because people are like, "Kelly, you drive it everywhere." I'm like, "It's my car. It's my vehicle. I purposely got it with 3 bench seats with 3 seat belts. My husband, myself, and my son, you know, I want to be a billboard. And really, it's funny. I'm a pure romance billboard. I'm not a Kelly Ellis Neal billboard because they don't know who I am until they meet me somewhere. I get sister consultants in the area text me all the time. "Oh my God, my favorite client saw the Pure Romance van. Like, is the circus coming to town?" And then they instantly made them remind them of their consultant. It goes by so fast. The Kelly Ellis Neal No one's going to see that. They see that big, pure romance. They're like, oh, corporate's in town. And every time I go to a guest speak, spot somewhere at a meeting, and it's parked like in a parking lot somewhere, all the girls join me. Look, Kelly, they're calling me for refills. They saw the pure romance. Yeah, that's our company. It just spreads awareness of our mission. Yeah. It's what it is. It spreads awareness. Absolutely.
And I think that's phenomenal because once again, it's not about you, Kelly. It's about everybody else. And you keep putting that message out there, and yet you keep getting that tenfold back. And I mean, if anybody grabs this, you guys step out of your own self. Step into everybody else. And how can you serve everyone else? Because when you do that, you will be just flooded with all kinds of great things happening in your mouth. Just flooded. Like, your life will change dramatically.
Absolutely.
And you won't even know why, but just keep doing it.
Just keep doing it and don't stop.
Kelly, such a good message.
I know. Can't stop the hustle. That's for sure, right? Like, don't ever give up. Never, ever, ever give up. If you think you are on your last leg and it is like the worst day and you're like, I am done, wake up the next day and make it the first day of the rest of your life. Never give up, because it's not over till it's freaking over. It's not over until I am in the ground. It is not over. And it won't be. It's the way it is, And I will make every day purposeful until that day comes. And I'm not going to be fearful of it. I'm just going to do life. That's what I'm going to do. Do life different.
And don't slow the hustle. I love that. That's huge. It is a hustle. But you know what? You keep doing it. You don't even feel like you're hustling. It is just normal. It is just... And you just want to do more.
It becomes part of you. It becomes part of your family's lifestyle. It becomes a part of everything. And people want that to happen so fast. Even when I did it fast, it still took 2 years. I still look at the transition. Yes, push that pedal down. Do not let off that accelerator. It's not going to happen overnight, but it's got to keep happening to get to where you want to go. And it might feel like it happened overnight, but it's still a 2-year process. You're a business owner. You're starting a new business. I don't know anybody that opens their doors and is slammed every day for 2 years. It takes time to get that reoccurring clientele, to get your name out there. But the only way to do that is to be out there every day doing it.
But don't you think those 2 years blew by fast now?
Oh my God. I look back and I'm like, oh my God, it was like a whirlwind, and we'll be talking again in 10 years and be like, can you believe that was, 8 years ago? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be so good. It's going to be so, so good.
Thank you, Kelly. You are amazing.
Thank you, guys.
I love you. Thank you so much.
Appreciate you.
Ladies, have a great day. I will connect with you, Kelly, because I'll get this recorded. We can throw it on your YouTube, all that jazz. So give me some time to do that today.
Perfect. See ya. Love ya. Well, that was cool. Okay, if you guys, I don't know. Okay, so the meeting's ended. It's official. It's Kelly Ellis. I've been on the Pink Van. I hope you guys had a great bird's eye view of that. And I don't know if you guys have any questions for me. I'm here. I've got about 6 minutes. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask them. I can read the screen now. I'll come sit here on my little bench seat. Anybody have any questions? Oh, look, Christina's on there. Let's see. Ask me anything you guys want. Hi, Candace. Hi, Jerry. Let me see. Thank you, Uncle Russell. I love you. I love that you're going to carry on I love it. I love you guys. Oh, we've got a lot of people on here. Okay. Crystal from North Carolina, what's up? Do you have any questions? Oh, look, I got it. Can you explain boss beads? Okay, I've been with Pure Romance since January 17th of 2014. And boss beads. Okay, so let me give an example. I wonder if I have any in here. Hold on, let me see. Okay, so they're actually in my bag in the house. But okay, what boss beads are, you have the strands of beads, like from, and Mary Fleming, I'm going to give her huge kudos because she taught me this. you get the beads from the dollar store, and what you do is you get a whole big stack of them. You can keep them like, you know, somewhere in your ordering room or wherever you want to put them, and you're going to every time someone comes in, if the hostess wants to join your team, and you're going to say, hey, listen, do you want to buy a strand of beads, $10, $20, whatever you want to say, and the proceeds are going to go to Susie, our hostess, joining and starting her new career in her business. And you can help her achieve some more cash influx from her party as they're gifting it from their friends. So that's a great question. You can also do that for bachelorette parties, birthday parties. Beads are awesome, and they're super cheap at the dollar store. You get like, sometimes they're like, if you get it at Mardi Gras time, you can get like 20 or 50 of them for $1 in different colors. And it doesn't matter what color it is. You know, done's better than perfect. So make sure you guys pick those up. Let's see. I need to post pictures from last night. Oh my God, it was such a good time. You're right. I love it. Serving, good question, Christina. It says, until you and Tracy said what you said about serving clients, I read about it, and it used to be my other job and didn't think about applying to PR. Exactly. That's what's so good. Take your past job experiences and bring it to your PR life. Like I said, the van was because I drove like trucks and stuff for landscaping, and there was a mobile doctor's office one time in the back of a van, and we had the food trucks come up to our job site. Like everything was mobile. That's what I did. Also, I always say you gotta have the right tools to get the job done. And in our job, we have a lot of tools. Like, I will not sell you something unless you have the proper equipment to go with it, like a proper lubricant, a proper cleaner. I'm not desperate for your money, and I don't want to take your money, and you work really hard for your money, and I don't want to take that from you without giving you the right tools to go home with to make sure that it works properly, and you get the best bang for your buck, and you get the most quality that you can have, and you have the best vaginal health and wellness. And that's what it's all about, is just making sure we're taking care of you guys in a safe and empowered environment. That's what we're doing. So that's a great question. Time management. Okay, so I'm a hot mess express. I'm always rushing to go to the next place and do the next thing. I write everything down in my calendar and I block it out. I just started doing it this year in 2016. So the past 2 years, it didn't work out like that. I thought I could handle it and wing it, and I can't. I write everything down in my paper calendar, and I'm actually shortly, probably in the next 2 weeks, transferring everything, and mirroring it into my electronic calendar as well. I've never done an electronic calendar. I'm not super tech savvy. I'm super highly dyslexic. So, I'm going to start doing that. So that paper calendar, I know so many of us use a paper calendar, and I block out the time. Like, I knew I was doing this interview today at 1. And I know that I have my meeting tonight. And if there's anything else in between, I even block out Zumba. I put it in there so I stay accountable to it and I don't get distracted. And I know my one suggestion is, and I almost did it today, I was not going to do my interview here. I was going to drive to a location where it had better internet connection, and I would have been at 3 minutes to spare. And I stopped myself and said, nope, you have 15 minutes to prepare. You need to stop. You can take care of it. And we had a technical difficulty, and I'm so glad I did not drive somewhere else, because it would have been rude on my part. Like, I was already having a technical difficulty that we were having, and if I had driven selfishly to be in a better location or whatever, then it wouldn't have worked out the same as it did today. So time management is super important. We're all like, we can do one more thing. We can fit one more thing in. There's 24 hours in every day. Tomorrow will come. If it doesn't, then it didn't matter if we did it or not. You know what I mean? So make sure that you utilize your time as best you can. I know I can't wait to see you tonight too. Oh, okay, perfect. How do you keep your products controlled in here? Not too cold, not too warm. I have a huge air conditioning unit underneath my desk right here, and a heater. I also have a separate unit in the front underneath my seating right here. And I'll do a tour for you guys. I'll definitely do a live stream tour and show you the background, the technical part, the not so fun part of the big van, but it's run inside. Right now I have the door open, which is beautiful. It's beautiful up here on the mountain. So I think it's 60 degrees, nice, cool breeze. I live in the North Pole. Great questions. How often do you fill your inventory? Okay, perfect. Inventory is awesome. I carry 1.5% in my van more than I sell every month. So if my monthly sales are like $10,000, there's going to be $15,000 in the van. Sometimes it does fluctuate as my bigger months come and go. But I always do that rule of thumb. Chris Chickenelli told us that's what it was. I live by it. It's perfect for me. I show what I sell and I buy what I sell. So it's fantastic. I absolutely love it. And I purchase on the best, like today, 60% buying discount. Buy as an executive director. It's so awesome. You know, I think it's like, you buy $900 and you're paying like $380 or something for it. I mean, that's a no-brainer. That's a huge savings you guys are getting. So like, just buy smart. Buy in bulk quantity. You know what you sell. If you're new, get the inventory credit program. You cannot go wrong with that because you will sell the everyday items that we sell. 82% of our line is perishable and consumables, and those are most reorderable. And all of our products are sugar-free, dairy-free, gluten-free, and made in the United States of America, all the perishable and consumables, which is really important to know. And we even have the paraben-free and glycerin-free as well in the Pure Naked line. So it's really important to know what you're doing. So with that said, guys, I think it's time to go have lunch, right? I'm gonna have lunch and party or whatever. So I love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll try to answer. Feel free to put more questions below. I'll try to answer them and text them in for you guys. But I love you guys. Can't stop the hustle. Enjoy your day. And I'll let you know next time we feel like doing this. This is working out pretty good. I think you guys like it, right? Let me know. Post below if you love this. Love you guys. Kelly Ellis Neal. You can also hit me up on my YouTube channel. Push that subscribe button, and you can reach it at www.kellyellis-neal.com. Love you guys. Have a great day.